anime characters that are basically menaces. These types of characters are people that give zero fucks about another person's well-being. Not only are these motherfuckers basically psychotic, but they're mad disrespectful too. So today, we're gonna basically be looking at anime characters that are basically menaces. And the first person we're gonna talk about is Broly. And no, I'm not talking about Dragon Ball Super Broly, because that nigga is literally a pussy. I'm talking about Z Broly. And this version of Broly really violated the whole Z fighters. He even had this man, the Prince of all Saiyans, on his knees, scared as a bitch. And shit, I wouldn't even blame him too. If anything, I'd be scared too. Like, you're telling me this man and this man are the same fucking person? Like, what the actual fuck? And can we please talk about how this man literally walked through Goku's Kamehameha like it was nothing? Like, this man was literally walking directly at Goku's charged Kamehameha and he just ate that shit. Like, that shit was point blank too. Like, if I was Goku and if I saw one of my enemies literally walk directly at my attack, I would literally just have dipped. Like, look at this, bro. Goku literally looks bamboozled. Like, he deadass thought that attack was actually gonna work. And bro, literally after this man walks through Goku's Kamehameha, literally grabs Goku's head and then proceeds to punch him so hard that the animation sorry, this is just mad funny to me. That the animation literally shows Goku's face being shattered as glass. Like, bro, this man Broly quite literally shattered Goku. Hey though, I'm not gonna lie, Broly would have been one of the best menaces in anime if he didn't have a weak ass backstory. Like, you're telling me the reason why Broly was so mad at Goku is because he used to cry so much as a little baby? Like, that shit really just never made sense to me. Anyway, the next menace character we gotta talk about is Sukuna, the king of all curses. And I'm not gonna lie, but his title alone should be a red flag. Like, king of all curses. Like, come on, you already know this man's gonna be a menace. Like, every time Sukuna comes on the screen, he's either 1, murdering somebody, or 2, disrespecting the shit out of somebody. Like, this man is pure evil. And the Shibuya arc, bro, don't even get me started with the Shibuya arc. Like, the moment this man wakes up in Shibuya, he's already on demon time. Because once he finds Jogo and those 2 girls, he immediately tells those motherfuckers to bow. And if they didn't bow, then they would have gotten cooked. Because Sukuna sends out this fat ass slash that would have had them packed up immediately. After they bow their head and shit, Sukuna asks those 2 girls what the hell they want, and they basically ask his help to save Geto. Do you want to know how this man responds? He literally fucking pops one of the girls' heads and then fucking slashes the other girl into fucking cubes. Like, damn. But then again, what the hell did they really expect? They were asking help from the king of all curses. Like, out of all the people, Sukuna? Really? Like, of course these idiots were gonna get packed up. Anyway, after he kills those 2 girls, him and Jogo basically make a bet that if Jogo hits Sukuna once, then Sukuna has to help him. And spoiler alert, Jogo did not get a single fucking hit in. But hey, at least he tried. Stand proud, Jogo. Stand proud. But anyways, now we gotta move on to the next character, because if I listed all of Sukuna's crimes, this video would be like 30 minutes long. Anyways, the next menace character we gotta talk about is Doflamingo, because this man is absolutely demented. I am fully convinced since the day that he was born, he was pure evil. And well, I'm technically right, because he was born as a celestial dragon. I mean, those motherfuckers literally have fucking slaves, so I'm not shocked that this man was on devious timing. Anyways, at a young age, his father gave up the status of being a celestial dragon, which meant that Doflamingo basically had to live a basic, normal human life, right? Wrong, because instead of just living a basic human life, this man gets pissed off and just packs up his father.
Is this nigga serious?
And keep in mind, this man was like still technically 10 years old doing this shit. And that's not the last time this motherfucker packed up one of his family members, because a decade later, he literally kills his brother too, just because his brother was in the Marine. And after Doflamingo packed up his brother, Law said fuck that shit and said that he was gonna spin back for his homie.
You serious?
Of course, we all know that didn't work. I mean, this man Doflamingo literally chopped off one of Law's arms off, so I wasn't even surprised.
This nigga is trash.
Like, this man Law deadass thought he was the main character until he found out Luffy existed. Alright, now the last character we're gonna talk about is Majin Buu. And everyone I just listed before as menacing characters, they hold no candle compared to Buu. Also, before I continue further, I would just like to mention that I'm not talking about Fat Buu, I'm talking about Kid Buu, the most dangerous one out of all the variants of Buu. Anyways, the first thing Kid Buu does is obviously destroy the planet, cause why the fuck not? Keep in mind that Kid Buu was the first and only Dragon Ball Z character to destroy the planet, so that already by default makes him a fucking menace. But this isn't where it stops here. No, this is where it just all starts, because right after he destroys planet Earth, he immediately goes to the afterlife just to whip some more ass. Like, this man Kid Buu did not want the smoke, he wanted the fire. So now Kid Buu just basically starts beating on everyone in the other world. And just look at this shit, man. Look what he's doing to Krillin, bro. Like, my man Krillin can never catch a fucking break. Even in heaven, this man Krillin gets whooped on. So after he beats everyone's ass in heaven, he goes to the Kai planet to fight Goku and Vegeta. But look what he does to Vegeta specifically.
How dare he?
Yeah, that's right. This man literally emotes during the battle. Like, do you know how disrespectful that is? Like, imagine if you were fighting your ops and your ops were dancing mid-fight. Like, I would have just called it quits by then, bro. So after he fights Goku and Vegeta, then he fights his good counterpart, Fat Buu, and he's basically just beating on himself. Pause. And once he was basically done beating on Fat Buu, Goku charges up his spirit bomb and then yeets that bitch at him. And then Kid Buu is finally dead, once and for all. But yeah, those are all the menacing anime characters I gotta talk about today. I might make a part 2, I might not. Leave any menacing characters in the comment section, and yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.